Greetings, precious, magnificent, divine being, spirit soul that you are. Topic, getting rid of problems. Okay. The reason why so many problems stay is because there's a lie. And a lie told long enough, people take as the truth. So that's why the mind never gives up on lies, because it exists from lies. Well, you say, yeah, but I know these words are the truth. Well, they can convey a truth that leads you that, but knowing the truth has nothing to do with words other than using words to get us to a place of knowing where we are reconnecting with our knowing self, all wisdom, knowing all for here as well as wherever we are, and from the divine. All right. So the problem persists because there's a lie. Let me give you an example. Say, for instance, if it was, okay, I'll just say your left arm, okay, because I'm looking at this. All right. So you say you've got soreness in the left arm. You've got like a tension and a soreness or something in your left arm. But don't image this, please. When people say don't image it. And I'm not going to say you have, because you don't. So don't be doing. I'm just using as an example. You got to be careful because we're so creative. We latch on to anything like that, and all of a sudden it's starting to manifest. We don't know what's going on, how we're part of it. But that's the key right here. There's two parts to this, the psychology and the physiology, the physicalness of something. So yes, or eating certain things will make the body shut down and not function and be sick. All right, but yet, where's the psychology involved that a person would consume things into the body, take stuff into the body that the body can't digest and will make the body sick? Either the person doesn't know that, they have no idea that could be possible because they've never made the connection, so they've never heard about it, or if they've heard about it, they deny it because it's the cool thing to do that, or because it tastes good. But those products are designed to get you to crave them. So the scientists that develop these tastes know what you crave. And it's about a business plan. It has nothing to do with your health and you're good with all this. And you'll see that a lot of the companies that you actually believe are organic, and they're helping you, they get their stuff from other countries that don't have regulations. And you can pretty well know the stuff packaged pretty much. You can research that. These are important things to research. But anyway, there's two parts: the psychology of why you would do that, and also the physical parts. What do you need to change there? Well, you obviously need to change what you eat. Don't call it a diet because it has the word dye in it, and a dye changes the color of something. Okay? So that word and the diet. So if you recover, say, okay, because this would be the feminine side coming from this, they say the right brain, but it's whoever says that, this is supposedly more creative aspect, but you want to marry them so you're not in a fragmented self. You marry all your parts, you bring them all back together again instead of being fractured, because they're all right now with you, and you use what you need in the moment. You're guided and directed to do that. So anyway, so this is my feminine side. So how come I have pain in my feminine side? Okay, would be then the psychology of it. I'm just getting this, would be that the pain of shutting down my own knowing, my own creativity, my own sense of what I knew to be true, because being dominated by the people, or say you can't do it, and it's not possible. Okay. Now, once I recover that, okay, I've done a lot of acupuncture, which works really good, and there's still a little bit left, and I'm using that. If you don't use it, you lose it. I'm using it, and so it's working, it's coming back. but there's still some left. And that's showing me there's a residue. I'm doing the physical thing, but am I willing to give up resentment? Am I willing to give up the thought that I can be hurt when my true self cannot be? Or do I want to, if I got something I'm trying to prove with that in some way, work it, you see, make somebody wrong and me right. That's what you got to look at what you're doing. And when you do that, you see, what happens, you can't put frosting on a rotten cake so that it tastes good. The cake is still rotten. But let's look at this. There's a perfect prototype for the body and the arm. It already exists. So but if you're trying to have a healthy arm, but you don't recover the psychology of whatever moved you to take those actions or activities or do that in some way, it's almost like feeling like when I work it, it was crushed, like I fell or somehow there, you remember we all think about the wings or anything. And a lot of when I work it, I feel all these little bones all connecting, and I use it because my yoga is all the time, in that kind of a thing. So anyway, and then getting the body and moving it and working it, and I can carry 2 3-gallon jugs of water, one in each hand, and I can fast move up a hill because I have to carry the water. And then also I do that like 2 or 3 times. And the strength, and it used to be I couldn't even make a fist of this hand. It was so weak. I had so weakened my knowing. I had so lived in the mind and by the mind, telling me what to do, and you can't do this and this, shutting me down and all of that, and then trying to regain myself again as if it was some game I've been playing with myself. Okay? You got to be honest with yourself and tell the truth, because once I get what the program is and what caused it, then as I let that go, and I also activate myself, my body as well, okay, then, we get those concepts out of the way, you get rid of those, how to get rid of, in a sense, what you don't want, which I'd mentioned in a video before, so is the only way to get rid of it is to tell the truth about it. And to tell the truth about it is that you manifested that. That's something in your reality. And when you get that, and so many people are so afraid to make a mistake, or they're so proud, or they're so arrogant, and all of this kind of thing, and they defeat themselves. The only person we ever cheat is ourselves, truly. We're trying to cheat everybody else, but you cheat yourself by trying to pretend to be someone other than who we are, as if who we are is not good enough. Who you are is more than good enough. Good enough doesn't even exist. They say these are just words. You are beyond words. You are, and you have all these qualities, and you already have them in the seed that you are of the divine. Everything possible that you ever need or will be, and you're connected. Thanks.